Let's go to Albania again, and this time we will have a lawyer. That's interesting. Journalist, historian, a lawyer, member, you name it, we have it. All right. And here, if you would turn off the TV or FaceTime, Facebook, please. All right. We have Miss Migena Bala. Thank you for being with us, and let me bring your video to our system, and we go from there. It should be very interesting. Okay. First of all, I welcome you, and I really appreciate that you accepted our invitation. Looking forward to have you in near future, and we try to give you more time. Some people may suggest that if the MEK are living behind closed doors and not disturbing their neighbors, they are not doing any harm. You, as our guest, also a lawyer, please explain for us, is the organization named MEK harmless? Because I myself heard they did some gates on the street of in Paris or France, and even in Albania when they were living in the city, and they were bothering, their neighbors. Please let us know what you saw and what is your opinion about this organization. I know you had some experience with them.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me to the program. Now, I came to know this organization 2 years before. Sorry, I cannot hear you.
Maybe you should lower the volume.
Now I can.
Okay, go ahead, please.
So I came to know this organization 2 years before. It was the case of Sumaya Mohammadi, and I was the lawyer of her parents. Now, I didn't know about this organization so much, and I started to be interested about them and to know if this story is really true, if this girl is kept there by her will or not by her will. So I started to know some people who left the organization, and they are living here in Albania. And I really was surprised what I hear about this organization. I was surprised how come an organization which is against the human rights is being operating here in my country, which is in a European country, and we are very protective of human rights. So how come this organization is doing this in front of our eyes, and everybody can see that these people, they are not free to do anything as normal people or as other citizens of my country do. For example, these two parents, Canadian parents, the parents of Sumaya, they wanted to see her daughter. They can't. And they become crying and begging all the institutions here in Albania to try to find if the girl is here or not. Then they found out themselves. This group published an interview of Sumaya saying that she is free to stay in that group, and she is very happy to stay there, and she doesn't want her family to speak about her and to meet with them. And I was really shocked when I heard that a girl can accuse her father for being an agent and for being persecuting her. And she even opened a court case in Durrës against her parents. And really, I couldn't imagine how monstrous this can be, that you keep a girl from 16 years old until 40, that she is now 40 something. And you have brainwashed her so much that she can accuse even her parents that she didn't see them for so many years. She doesn't know what is her family doing. She has no contact with them. And she's pretending that this family is being an agent and she doesn't want to meet them. And this from the human side cannot be imagined. How can a person do that? Second, we opened a court case and asked in the police to meet with the girl and to see in front of the judge if the girl is really free to stay in that group or she's being kept against her will. The group, the MKO, they made our life horrible. Even me as a lawyer was, as Georgie mentioned before, was shocked by my institution, how they can favorize these people, these Iranian people being here as humanitarian refugee status. They have legal rights more than me that I'm Albanian, more than me that I'm a lawyer. They can access the Interior Ministry, any kind of institution here without any rule that is for other citizens of Albania. They can enter freely. They can meet with the ministry. They can meet with everyone. They can accuse even anyone in their media or even without being official in their accuses. If they say that you are an agent, immediately the police starts an investigation against you. So one day, this group attacked the Canadian family in the street. And me, myself, I was, as their lawyer, in the police station. Me as a lawyer and my husband were not permitted to enter in the police station. And they said to us that you should stay and wait outside. Outside, it was a group of MKO members, and I remember the two names, which are like commanders or organizing them. And she's Gila Daihim and her brother Humayun Daihim. Her brother attacked Mr. Muhammad in the streets, and we have even a video which was made by his wife. And in the video, you can see that this Mr. Humayun was attacking Mr. Muhammadi. And Gila came in the police station with maybe 50 or 40 persons of MKO members with pancards and making a protest in front of the police station. And when I came out from the police station, they surrounded me all and making a protest against me and saying to me that I'm eating the money of Iran, who kills their children, and I'm protecting terrorists, and I am being an advocate of mullahs of Iran. I was really shocked and said to them that how come you are foreigners in my country? You come in my country, you accuse me for doing my job, I'm doing my job, and you come here in a police station that you are making an illegal protest, and you are attacking me, you killers that come from a war from Iraq. I don't know if you killed somebody or if you really have you are being under accusation for war crimes there in Iraq. So how can you say that against me? And it became a crash between me and them with words. And suddenly the police kept their side. The police didn't say to them, go away, you are foreigners, you are not permitted to stay here. Me, I am a lawyer, I have the permission to enter and go in all institutions, so I'm doing my job. The police, no, they put me in a room and said, please don't make us troubles. Then I saw their lawyer that is entering and is attacking the police commander, our Albanian police commander. And she's saying that since she is working for American embassy here in Albania, she knows everyone, and she can even throw away this person from his job. So she was shouting him, and she was with the papers in her hands and making, you know who I am, you know what can I do to you? In front of me, in front of the commanders of MKO, Mr. Barza Safari was there, and I was asking why these persons are here. Why should they be here? Because if you attack Mr. Mohammadi and I am his lawyer, okay, I have the right to be there. You, as a commander of NGO here in Albania, Mr. Safari, why you are here with a lawyer? You are not being in charge. You are no connection here. So these persons have no right to be, even to represent themselves. They have no right even to express their will freely in my country, in my European country. So these persons are being always with two commanders. Even Sumaya, when she went in the police station, she didn't go alone. Even when she came in front of media, Albanian TV media here in Albania, she wasn't alone. And I'm asking the police, how can you believe that this person is being freely expression? She is saying the truth because she has her two commanders. Maybe they can make something to her if she says something against their organization. So how can you believe a person like that? How can you believe that this person is really free? Even in the TV, she's saying that I am free to go where? To go in the hospital. So the only thing, the freedom of movement that we have here in my country, the only thing that they can taste of this freedom is to go in the hospital or to go to buy and to shop something. So how can I believe that this person is really free? That this person accusing her family as being an agent is really free? This person is not permitted to have family relation. So they are against the family. Even in the TV programs that they show in response of our legal battle that we started, they started to make media programs to present themselves to Albanian public as they are peaceful people living in harmony and living freely in their camp. But starting from the word camp, how can you believe that a person is free to live in a camp? You have even a timetable when you can wake up. You are not free to wake up in the time you want. You are not free to eat what you want. You are not free to move, to go out. Their camp is surrounded by and protected by a private police, armed private police. And if you want to enter this camp, no, you can't. You should enter by a permission, and this permission surely is not given to anyone. And if you try to enter or you get this permission, you should represent yourself or identify yourself by your passport. This is the rule. We travel borders or states using our passport. Here in Albania, when we access any institution or any place, we identify ourselves by our ID card. Inside the camp, you should enter by your passport, and you will be controlled physically more than you cross the borders or airports in all the world. So if I see that you keep those people inside your camp, they have no rights. They have some special rules that this group knows and this group makes for them. You don't let these people to have a free life here in Albania. You don't let any Albanian or anyone, any journalist, anyone to contact this group, to be friendly or something, to deal with this group. So can I say that this is the state inside my state? Yes, I can say that. Why I can say that? Because according to our Statistic Institute of Albania, which is the official statistics of Albania, there are 7,000 people living inside this camp. So these people, they have no right to work. How they can live? 7,000 people without working. How they can live? Where they do find the money? Do they pay taxes? Now is the pandemic going. We don't have any statistics if is there anyone sick or dead. They entered Albania without passport because once you've been recruited by this group, they confiscate, they take your passport from you. So they entered Albania by numbers as Jews in Holocaust camps. So they entered here by numbers. Their identity is very, I can doubt, is really this person, this name? I don't know if any one of them committed crimes in Iraq and is being here. I don't know if they can commit crimes even here because they don't have biometric passports. They don't have fingerprints. So they have only a A4 paper, you know, a simple paper with a photo and some birth and the address is known. The name is declared because they didn't bring any document from the country they came. So all the identification of these persons is made by declaration, self-declaration, or by the organization declaration. Now they are here from 2013. Are the few members came. Then in 2016 came most of them, and now in 2020 we have 7,000 Mujahideens living there. I have to say, even for other Albanian public here, which believe that they are Sunni because they are against Shias in Iran. No, they are a cult. They are not Sunni. I don't know if what is that religion that they practice, because we see Mayram Rajabi, she was married twice, she has kids, but other members, they are not allowed to be married. And if you join this group and you have been married or you had a family, you should separate from them. You should not consider them as a family, because otherwise you break the rules and you should be punished. So we have different standards from the commanders and the simple members there in that group. And it is terrible what they are doing to people, how they are brainwashing them about what is happening in the world, how they are brainwashing even other Albanians which they want to contact. For example, they used to give some humanitarian aids to the village where they live, so they can show themselves as being human and as being peaceful people. But how can I believe a person who gives me some aid and this person is denying to have a family, is denying anyone who has a family, has a marriage, has kids, and they don't have kids? This is a crime. You leave Sumaya and other girls like her without a family, without children, forever, because you kept there for so many years, and you don't permit her and other people to have a family. And this is the most terrible thing that you can make to a person,
Yeah,
not to
there's
have a family.
like genocide and killing the next generation or something like that. Let me uh, thank those people that they are here from Iran. Mr. Ibrahim Khodabandeh said, on behalf of the families of the members of MEK in Iran, I do thank Dr. Olsi and they thank you for making clarification about the situation over there, and you explain it very well that where they came from, what kind of identification they use to get any government identification. Do they work? Do they make money? Do they pay taxes? These are very good questions, and I'm glad that you're asking now, and right now it's documented. Later on, Albania government, cannot say, hey, we didn't know that or this or that, and we do really appreciate what you're doing because we understand that it's not easy. It's not like just somebody come to your office and hire you to do a case. I'm sure they gonna do some crazy act against you, against your husband, against your family. All we try to pray to, for your safety, and hopefully later on we get better news and see some, you know, uh, law and order in the situation over there. And also they ask Iranian people thank their Albanian friends like you. We hope that with the help of Albanian friend, Iranian family will be able to call and visit their children at Camp Mons very soon. And you said it very well when you said, when they treat their own member like this, how can they claim that they're gonna bring freedom to others, to 80 million people in Iran? And let's see, the time will say. I thank you again, and I just stay quiet, and you can talk and explain for us what's going on and what you hope for.
Yeah, I wanted to explain something else because I talked about the members that are inside the camp. I want also to explain what happens with the people who want to leave the camp, which they are not free to do that. That I found another problem, that this person, they cannot get a work permit here in Albania because they don't have a passport. This person, they cannot even open a business here in Albania because they don't have an identification document. They have only a humanitarian residency, which is very simple paper with a photo, and which the immigration office can gives that a yearly one, and can even not give to you. We have the case of Ehsan Bidi, that once they gave a permission, a long residency here in Albania, then they arrest him because the accuses made by MTO, and they are saying that he is an agent and he's a threat for them here in Albania. These people who wants to leave the group is not free to leave the group, because from inside the group they say to them that if you go out, you will die, because you cannot work, you cannot live, your family has abandoned you, and we are the only one who takes care about you. So you will be dead if you go outside. So we have, this is not official, but we have like up to 400 persons who left the group, and what they did, some of them, most of them, they try to escape from Albania, so they are being refugees for Europe. And who is living here is living with AIDS or finding some Albanian friend, opening a small business with them under their name, because they cannot open under their themselves name. So really they are being not free to live legally in Albania. Why my state is doing that to them? Why my state is helping MKO to keep hostages, 7,000 hostages there in their camp? I don't know that. But my state will be responsible, because even for our citizens, or me and other people like me, because we have been threatened by Iran when they tried to make the protest there in Iran this year. So why my country will be a target country by Iran? Why? Why that? Because of this group here. Because they are making troubles for my country, they are making troubles for their members and for other people.
You
And
mean
this is
the relationship between Iran and Albania is dark because of them, yeah?
yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you something. Since you are a lawyer, one of our viewer has a question. Mr. Bakhshali Alizadeh says, I have a question for Ms. Migena Bala. Do you think that the Albanian government is committing a crime in supporting of MEK? If yes, what can be done to stop this oppressive support?
Yes, but the problem is political, because they have a secret agreement between three parties: Albania, USA, and MKO. This is a secret deal made by them. We don't know what is in that deal. What is the role and benefit of my country to keep these people here? What puts us in danger for keeping these people here? We don't know that. And this is political, not legal. Legally, I can see, and everyone can see, that it is not legal to do or to act like this. And they are breaking all the laws and the rules that exist in my country, even in European country. But it's politics. You cannot do anything. USA is protecting them. And they are always saying that. Imagine when a simple lawyer comes to you and says, because I have worked to US embassy, I have such power even to get you off the job. So imagine what this group has the power to do. If this group enters in Albanian institutions more freely, that anyone, any Albanian secret agent or anyone, so what can you imagine this group or legally you can do? Nothing.
Ms.
You
Bala,
are powerful.
isn't it interesting and also strange that normally treaties between countries or contract between them, government is involved, not a group, especially a group with this background, that they were in blacklist, and now you said there is a contract between two government, US and Albania, and then a group. This is kind of interesting, and very strange to me.
Yeah, even that according to our laws, you cannot make a political, if you are an NGO operating in Albania, you cannot make political activity. You should be a party or a state to make political activity. In fact, this group, even that it is an NGO, is making political activity in my country. There are USA senators coming here, and they are not meeting Albanian officials, but they are meeting this group. And they are calling for war inside my country, and nobody is saying that. The Muslims in my country, if they call for war in Syria, they go in jail. This group calls every time for war in Iran, in a third-party country, and nobody says anything.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being with us, and I hope to have you in near future, to give us good news about the situation of the families and also the ex-member of MEK.
Inshallah. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for it.